Many people have been thrust into this new homebound world of sheltering in place. This is unexpected, it's new, it's a very real part of dealing with the coronavirus. In this video, I will talk to you about the emotional and psychological phases you will likely go through as you adjust to spending the vast majority of your time at home. Information is power. How you move through these stages has everything to do with your mindset and your mental health levels. If they are not where you want them to be, it's not an issue. You can hit the reset button up level at any time. I will also share strategies that will enable you to successfully and in some cases happily manage through transitions. Fortunately, a real world model of how we move through change during a crisis was created many years ago. And this model is called Perrod's rollercoaster model of crisis management. And if you went through or are actively experiencing these feelings of shock and awe, great news. It's very normal, and consider yourself in stage 1. And some of you may be past stage 1. In this stage, you face the problem, and when you're looking at it head on, it really seems insurmountable. In this stage, you ask yourself, what in the world am I going to do? How am I going to balance my work and caring for my children at the same time? What about my finances? How can I make this all work? And whether we like it or not, most of us come to the point where we accept the new reality and we begin to adjust to our new normal. And even though you accept the situation on some level, on some basic level, it's also very common to feel overburdened and threatened by the circumstance in stage 2 and 3. And by becoming a friend to yourself and laying out a general plan of how you will operate during this time, you can truly avoid feeling helpless, hopeless, and stressed out by cabin fever and cornered by thoughts of resentment and irritation. The studies and the research is very clear. When we latch on to feelings of powerlessness, it is a recipe for depression and anxiety to set in. So we really want to focus in on those feelings. If you feel helpless or hopeless, you really want to stop in real time and hit the reset button. Stage 4 and 5 is where tension peaks. And generally in this stage, it's accompanied by just a really bad day, a hard day. And it's also the point in time where you decide if the situation is going to control you or if you're going to control the situation. I know a waitress who lost her job because of coronavirus. And she recently said to me, you know what? I had a meltdown in front of my children and it hit me. I looked up at their faces and it truly just became very clear. If I don't pull it together, this is going to be worse than it already is. I'm still struggling. I just do it when the kids are asleep and I'm taking my shower. I am the only one who's going to get us through this situation. That last stage, it's really where the bubble burst and you either move forward empowered, making the best of it, or you move forward disempowered and negative. The choice is really yours. And to be clear, you're not responding to the changes brought about by coronavirus. You're not. You are responding to what you tell yourself about the changes brought on by coronavirus. Get in front of the situation by getting your mindset right. This is a new ball game. Give yourself permission to do what works for you. Give yourself permission to stay healthy and grounded in a way that works for you. I'm working from home and I'm also homeschooling my child. That's just the reality that I'm in. And she gets plenty of breaks during the day, and so do I. That may not work for everyone, but it works very well for us. Give yourself, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes here or there, to disconnect and escape the news cycle. I know some people are just glued to their TVs, their cell phones, and they're taking this in 24/7. The news cycles will produce anxiety if you don't balance your intake. I have a few minutes every day. I do a little 3 to 5 minute dance party. I need that little dance party to blow off steam. And you don't have to have children in your home to be silly and have a dance party and break away. Get creative. Start doing what works. I really encourage you to get into some sort of general routine so that time does not get away from you and you start to feel listless and stagnant. Your routine, now more than ever, will become an anchor. It really will become an anchor. Your routine should make sense to you. I also encourage you to repurpose. Repurpose what coronavirus means to you. What this time means to you. Yes, it's serious, but you can also issue a new assignment. This can be a time of renewal, reflection, and allowing yourself to be of service to others. Allow yourself to be used. Allow your intellect to be used in a new way, your skill set to be used in a new way. Decide here and now what you want to have intact when this is over. Decide what you want to be proud of when this is over. Today, before I recorded this for you, I wrote myself a letter and I dropped it in mail. And I will read it after this period is behind me. And I wrote about what I wanted to have intact when this is over and what I wanted to be proud of. And I'm making that a personal goal. And going back to Parad's roller coaster model, we are all going to move through these stages, most likely. You can choose to get off the roller coaster anytime. Stay healthy. Don't isolate. Connect in simple and meaningful ways. Get on a Zoom call, make a call, FaceTime, whatever it takes to connect at least 6 times a week. If the technology intimidates you, ask for a tutorial. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that isolation is another enemy that we battle as a collective. Isolation leads to depression and despondency. Don't let it happen to you. This is not the time to isolate. Again, you can choose to get off the roller coaster at any time, and it truly is a choice. Stay healthy. I hope this made a difference for you, and I will connect with you soon.